Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Lights, camera, action. I'm Tinzley Bradford. I'm with andyouvanttoseemyfeet.com, single and dating. This is a relationship insight blog where I discuss relationship, dating, love, insight, and I share my journey along the way and some of the do's and don'ts of dating. I also love to listen to what you have to say about your experiences in the land of dating. Well, today I do have advice on one of the biggest topics that a lot of people have issues with, especially as being a single mom. This week's topic is, how can you balance being a single mom and having a career without sabotaging your career because you are a single mom? Now, many people don't think that this is an important topic, but it is. Have you ever had that coworker who's always running late? They either have to miss work, they have to leave early, or they're calling in all together and can't make it. Many times it's because of their child. They have to pick their child up. And they're a single mom, so they can't depend on anyone else to do it because it has to be them. Now, I'm not holding any type of grudge against anyone who's going through issues like that. But what I am suggesting is, as a single mom, there is help. And there is hope for you to balance your life without sabotaging your job. Many employers don't understand that because plenty of times they look at the fact that, hey, I hired you, not you and your daughter, and I expected you to be dependable and reliable. I didn't hire you based on you saying every other week or every other day you have to leave early because you have to pick up your child, you have to go home because you have to go and drop your child back off, you're going to be late for work because you have to drop your child off, and the list goes on and on and on. The last thing people want to hear, especially employers, is something like that. I am wanting to let you know one of the things I did when I was raising my daughter, who's now 18, so hopefully no one has to babysit her anymore. I always say it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child or children. And one of the ways that you can help yourself and not sabotage your career is involving your family and your friends. If you have any family members, if you have any close friends that you can depend on and that you trust, I suggest you involve them in assisting you with your child. When I was younger, I asked my mom to pick my child up from school so that I wouldn't have to leave my job to do it. I'd take her myself and I'd ask someone else to pick her up. Sometimes I'd ask someone else to take her and I'd go and pick her up. I made arrangements prior to being at work to make sure I didn't do anything that was going to cause me to have to constantly be late, miss work, call in sick. Because keep in mind, if your employer looks at you as a person who they can't depend on because you're always having to pick up your child and you're blaming the single mom game because of it, they look around and see other people who probably are single moms too and somehow are making it work. So why are you any different? And another thing, they may look at you as someone that they can't depend on for other future projects that's work related. And the last thing you want is to be someone that they second guess just because you've called in so many times and you don't seem to be able to manage being a single mom and also working. Too many times people use it as an excuse and they play the victim role. I've seen people play the victim role as if they're obligated and they have rights for an employee to let them leave, to go pick up their child, to let them be late, to go drop their child off because they're a single mom. That is not the way it goes. And that's the last impression you want to put on your employer, your boss, your manager, and the list goes on and on. You don't want to seem like a person who's a problem child, you know. And I have to separate this, though. For those single moms that have special needs children, there is exceptions in your case because I do understand and I agree that there's probably times where there's no way everyone's going to understand how to properly care for your child who requires special needs and special treatment. So I could understand you having that type of need to leave early or go home or whatever you have to do to take care of your child. You can't just depend on someone else. But for those who don't have special needs, make sure you make your manager aware. Make sure you tell your boss that, hey, it's temporary right now, but I am working on changing this. But right now, sometimes I may have to leave a little early. Sometimes I may have to come in a little late. Prepare them for this and let them make the decision if that's something that they're going to be able to deal with. Because once again, they hired you, not you and your excuses as to why you can't be there. All right? So be the very best you can be and don't let anything hold you back. If you have not relocated and you have family and friends around, there's really no excuse for you not to be able to find someone to help you out. Daddy's not there. Okay, well, things happen. Whether you got a divorce or whether you all just broke up and now the burden's on you, figure out a way to make it work. If you still have a good relationship with the child's father, involve the child's father. If you don't, once again, involve your family and friends so that you won't have to stand there looking bad and being ashamed and being embarrassed because you're not considered dependable in the workplace. All right? I hope this insight on being a single mom while raising a child and having a career, how to keep it balanced, has helped you out. Make sure you visit andyouvanttoseemyfeet.com for more relationship advice. This blog should be posted on Abiola Abrams' Passionista Playbook blog, so please look forward to my blog I wrote as well. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.